As part of the camp, they got this shelter here. Seems like one of the weirder designs with the upper floor with a picnic table and a box with a tree cutting out the roof just so the tree can stick out. That's a little weird. Try to make a kooky, be creative, I guess, with design. Not much else to it though. Alright, well this time I'm glad that I'm parked facing that sun at least. That'll start melting this off more directly. Alright, I knocked a few icicles off already, but just pointing out that I do have icicles. It got cold. It got really cold. Icicles on the side view mirror, icicles on the bicycle because it rained last night and then that rain froze. Alright, this library asks for a password. This library asks for a password and I want to capture this. It's very cold. Looks like a theater.
Where else do we need to pronounce
Hey,
hotspot bookmark?
Okay. What can we do for you, sir?
yeah, see, I got a padlock on the
Yes,
Wi-Fi.
sir. The password is in the window right here.
Okay. My temperature gauge can't even register. It's just saying low, low, low. Looks like I still got the frostiest car in the parking lot. Everybody else who was here did not spend the night. I might be a little obvious. Those truckers spent the night with me though. They weren't too bad for pollution though. Alright, gonna have a look in this library, the Oak Lawn or Oak Leaf. South of Hattiesburg. and cook some salmon in an hour or two. Oops. All right.
We did something. But now I'm wondering. That's good though. Right. Right. Good, I'm glad that he's helping. He looks like a little tennis match.
The winds have been kind of in my favor. So, oh, it's still low. It's, where am I? Hattiesburg. And I think the library's probably not going to open until noon, just like the one north of here. So I'm not in a rush to get to the library. I think they open at 9 usually. Alright, I performed about a 20-minute cook boiling on the propane. I put onions on the bottom, chicken on the top, chicken thighs, and then it's the organic free-range chicken. That's the only one I'll buy. I put a little dill seed, and then just tossed this in, which inspired me to make the video quick. Tossed what is this called again? Cilantro. So the cilantro did not cook with it. I just kind of threw it in while it's hot. Cool down the meal a little faster with the cooler leaves. Today in this room.
We did.
Okay. What time?
Short crime and tea time is at 6.
You have something at 6. Isn't that when it closes? Does the library? Hey, I'm interested in possibly using the table that was the popcorn maker was on yesterday. Is it possible I could just use that table in that room again?
Unfortunately, I broke my arm,
You broke your arm on the
And
table?
and there's no way for me to go get the
Can
table
you use
out.
these tables over here?
Can you
I
just
don't
use
I don't
one
really
of
like
these?
those. These are more comfortable.
I'm sorry, you can use one of these. I can't.
Why
get
don't
it
you have a
out of the back.
cast?
I don't think I need to answer that to you. but I
Okay.
just
Well,
showed
you said broke.
I just showed you that I
Yeah,
had
I
surgery
know.
on my elbow.
I know, but when I hear break, I think cast. You know. But, all right. Yeah, you can't. You're just saying you can't get the table.
I can't get the table out of the back by myself.
Ultimately, you're saying you can't get the table.
That is
Okay.
what I'm saying.
All right. All right. So I may have gotten a sore nose and a sore throat last night, but it's all turned into a cold. And that chicken dinner didn't help at all. I'm just stuffy, got a lot of snot coming out, feel weaker, and I just hope it don't get worse. Please sign in at the reference desk before entering the tower. And the door is locked. And William Faulkner sounds familiar. So they're saying that you gotta sign in at the desk to go up to a tower. Oh my God. It's way up there. So we're in South Mississippi. It's gonna be a freeze tonight, and boy did they lay on the salt. But I don't understand why there's so much water running down the side. Hear that crunch. I don't know where that water's coming from. I just want to say that I've never seen pine cones so big before. Wide as my foot. It's a massive pine cone.
More.
What the heck am I looking at here? That is crazy. So they got inmates cleaning up the library, and I think the guard just pulls up and drops them off and takes off. I asked the inmate where the guard was. I don't see any transport vehicle. The guard's not even watching them. He gave them a radio. And the inmate they're just on their own. Wow, they're really baby crib. Yeah, there's no guard all around here. The inmate pointed to like this direction. They weren't brought on the school bus. I've never really seen that before, where the guard just leaves the inmates to be on their own. Why even have this stupid prison program? Hey, what kind of vehicle were you brought in? Was it a van or a school bus or a truck? A truck? Okay, all right. All right, you know when I pee, I really want full head clearance when I'm peeing. I'm just realizing that now upon seeing this big unit. I don't like that. Hey, would you like to borrow some earphones?
We don't have.
I have some you could borrow.
Oh no, I've turned it off.
Okay. Quite often I see these parks next to major factories that put out a lot of smoke. It's like some kind of flaunt, like they can make a park next to the factory, show how healthy it is, that you can bring your kids out to run around in the park next to the factory, which is making a considerable amount of noise and putting out a lot of smoke. Luckily the wind doesn't seem to be blowing that smoke this way. But I don't know if I can trust that that they can make a park next to the factory and it be healthy. I don't know if I can trust that. But they have the money. When they have the money to do that, that's what seems maybe a good investment for them. And what's the date? The January 20 about bathrooms. They keep the bathrooms unlocked and open because there's factories. Wow, it's a lot of stalls. Factory is I think the factory is the primary investor of this park. No foul language beyond this point. So they want to disrupt our First Amendment rights in Mississippi. So they got so many people in jail. They then come to the library to clean it without supervision. This area is being monitored, and then no dumping by sheriff into these containers. It's a lot of lights. Well, I think somebody is living there. Those cars look, oh, the brake lights just turned on. All right, not an abandoned house then. Yeah, they provide really good cover. It's raining all day today. Just, you only got to deal with the noise and possible pollution from this factory. It's putting out a lot of noise. But they made nice baseball parks to compensate. So as I'm peeling these stupid potatoes, they got too much rot for me to want to deal with. Too much in the center. 4 potatoes, and they're pretty much all rotted, except for one. Rotted in that way. I've had them for a while. I did not buy another bag because I thought these would be fine, because I don't eat potatoes every day. So I was going to cook some steak, and I thought I was going to use potatoes on the bottom, but now I'm not, because I'm not going to eat these rotten potatoes. They're just too discolored. So I do have onions, so I'll use the onions as the bottom. So I'll cook steaks on the onion. I won't have to cook it as long, because I look at 30 minutes with potatoes, but with onions, make that 20. But I do regret not buying those potatoes before coming out here. I feel like I've gotten a chigger attack. I'm itching all over from head to toe in different parts of my body at different times. I think there's chiggers in my clothes. So I saw a guy with the green and white striped pants. He was the same guy who drove in that city vehicle. They're letting inmates drive cars around here. How are they inmates anymore at that point? They're slaves. He's doing maintenance stuff as a slave. They wear the fashionable green and white stripes, not orange in any way. It's kind of weird to see this flag get covered in the smoke so much. That's what the factory's doing. Got an American flag sitting out there on their property and getting covered in smoke like it's a war. Alright, I'm taking a little risk here with this inmate. They parked the white truck over here. I think they're alone. I only saw one walk into this building over here. And I think he's probably just sitting on the second story. Probably sees me already from the window, just watching out the window or something. But I'm gonna look inside this truck, because I don't think they're gonna stop me. As an inmate, they're in a really vulnerable position. They're not park management. They're not at Park and Play. And that person actually drove close to my car, looked in my car. I saw their face as a black man. So I know what they look like. I didn't know that they were wearing inmate pants, which is a strong sign that they're inmates driving vehicles. I'm gonna look in this truck, see what he's got in here, because it's city property. He walked around the building. I don't know why. Oh, he drove that lawnmower thing. He drove the lawnmower thing over here and then went into the building. Drove the truck over here to that garage, drove the lawnmower over to the building, and now just sits in the building. Let's have an inmate scold me about looking in the truck. Oh, there he is. Wow. Oh. Oh, okay. You're just... Oh, okay. All right. I see. I thought there was an inmate here by himself. What? What? Oh, turn this on instead? Turn this on instead? Turn this way? Okay, all right. Well, we don't need to talk. We don't need to talk. All right. All right, well, I guess there was a driver and one inmate hanging out in the building. He's a little upset about me recording in the truck. Yeah, just a little closer look at this factory. Stop. I don't think I can even read that with the camera, sort of. Smell wood. It smells like burning wood over here, but I don't smell anything at my car. They twist it and twist it all day and make a lot of noise. Then it goes in the next one. And here's the raw material waiting to be chewed up as well. What's up?
No more places they sell tires.
No, I don't. All right, I'm going in. Oh, they do lock one little part. Okay. Yeah, this room, for some reason, they just kind of leave the door open. It's to the electrical panel. It's first aid kit. Oh, this isn't even locked. Just one side. Man, this security here is crazy. Okay, so I removed the unlock lock, and the bar just kind of swings and hangs with another lock. Hello? And now I'm in the kitchen. And this is what the inmates had access to, the inmates and the guard. They got drinks, which I would never touch. Jello shots. Guess I could have cooked my meal here. Okay, this is where the transactions are done. They just leave all the lights on. And the refrigeration is going. Yeah, this place is strange. Why they leave everything open like this. Is part of the reason is because this just doesn't get many visitors. That's why I got the cops called on me earlier. Kind of weird to just let myself in. But it's kind of weird they don't lock it either. So I'm very surprised that they left those lights on and doors unlocked. I turned the lights off. Just one switch handles the whole thing. Oh, got a visitor. Regular truck. Gulfport, Mississippi, Gulfport, Mississippi. Sign in. Yeah. I'm gonna check this. Hello, how are you?
All right, how are you?
All right, good. I'm interested in a study room. Can you unlock that for me? You are able to? Okay, I don't need it right now,
Oh,
actually.
you don't?
I just wanted to establish that whatever you do, you just go over and unlock it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That'll work. Thanks.
You said they get ours for free.
Is it a children's program?
We do.
Okay.
Some story time.
Thinking I'd like to go to the library to use the bathroom and then come out and cook my chicken. Got a lot of chicken I want to get through. I want to say I'm a little frightened of my gut and how it's reacting to meat because things feel a little different. They feel like they've improved. I'm sleeping better, but that was in the upper portion with the candida infection. Now I'm facing, I think, colon cancer threats, getting little pains, and you know, things are changing with the meat, but it's not total agony. It's every so often, so I'm not sure what to think of it. Gulfport, Mississippi. Gulfport, Mississippi. So my steering wheel shakes and veers to the left. What is this issue? I kicked the overnight the latch came undone so that the steering wheel was moving, or yeah, the latch came undone that where you can move the steering wheel, and yeah, it seems that made the timing of that issue. I kicked it with my blankets or my foot, and now I got this steering wheel. I tried to clean it out. I mean, I adjusted it. I checked the tires. There's enough air. There's the bolts looking good. I kicked the side of the car to see if it rocked, but you can see it's just suddenly this morning. Last night it was fine. Then this morning, now it's shaking and veering to the left. Very hard. What's the deal with that? Alright, so I'm a little stressed out about the shaking steering wheel. I gotta figure that out. I'm not really near any auto shop places because I'm too close to the coast. I looked on Google Maps and it showed that they're further inland. I think I could probably sleep overnight here if I wanted to. I think it's a part of the train track parking. There's a lot of people here. It's quiet, spacious, a little flooded. I gotta figure out the steering wheel issue though, and a lot of the information is talking about bad wheels, but I think I kicked the steering wheel. It caused a problem for it to happen suddenly overnight, and the latch was undone when I checked. I want to fiddle around with that latch, fiddle around the positioning of the steering wheel a little bit more, see if that changes the deal. But you know, also maybe I just turned the tires when the car was off, and the power steering's off. Maybe I break something doing that. I'm not sure how that works.